and welcome to Fer-Mental, where we mess with all things that are fermenting, cultured, arts, and science. Today we're going to talk about making your first batch of milk kefir. Now, if you are unfortunate enough to not have anyone of your friends making kefir already, then you'll have to order it online. If you use a link, my link below, or you order directly from some of the very reputable people that can send it to you, which is what I did, then the amount you get may vary. It could be as small as, right here we have 1 tablespoon to 2 tablespoons, which is the norm, to 1/4 cup. Now, the amount of kefir that you receive in the mail determines how big you want to make your first batch. If I only get 1 tablespoon, then I'm going to recommend that you use the small pint jar. For a 2 tablespoon batch, then go up to 1 quart, and for 1/4 cup or 4 tablespoons, then you can go with a 1/2 gallon. Now, you've noticed that I'm wearing gloves today. I'm doing that because I have nail polish on, and I don't want any of the chemicals from the nail polish excuse me, from the nail polish to get into the milk or the kefir when it's done. I've also sterilized all of the equipment I'm using. Everything here, all the glassware and the bamboo spatula that I'll use in a minute, have all been rinsed in very, very hot water and then rinsed again with vinegar to disinfect it. Now, if you get as little as 1 tablespoon, I recommend that you use the 1 pint container to start that off. So we're just going to put the kefir in, and you can see how little that is in the bottom of the jar. And then we're just going to take the milk and fill it up. And now the pint jar is done. We're going to do the same thing with the 2 tablespoons. We're going to start with 1 quart. Oh, I lost a little bit. Try to not lose any, because now this one is just, it was suicidal. It's gone. I don't want to use it now that it's been on my dining room table. So this is how much we end up with for this size. And we're going to add the milk. Okay. And we're going to do the same thing with the 1/2 gallon. So just pour that in. And if you get a chance to, it's a good idea to give a stir. It looks like I didn't bring quite enough milk for all of these batches, so I'll have to finish filling that one up later. But I'm going to also take this one right up to the shoulder of the bottle. So we'll set that one aside because I can't finish that one right now. But these two, I'm going to just give them a little stir, just to make sure that kefir is not sitting there in a big lump in the bottom. And then all we have to do to finish these two is put a cover on them that allows air to flow through, but at the same time will keep any nasty fruit flies, because it's summer and we do have a few of those around because of fresh fruit, as you would expect. So this keeps the fruit flies out but allows air circulation through the fermenting process. And we're going to do the same thing here. Okay, so those two are ready. And if you look here, I have bought some labels with that are chalk labels, and you can just write on there. I always write the date that I put it in to ferment, and write AM or PM, because you're going to do anywhere between a 24 to 48 hour ferment on these. For me, and the amount that I use, I try to keep it around 36 hours, so that's why I put AM or PM. I'm doing this in the morning this time, so this will be ready. I'm doing it Sunday morning, so I'm hoping that it will be ready to be switched out Monday evening. But you play it by ear. As it ferments, you may see some separation. I like to see the separation because the longer it ferments, the more lactic acid lactic acid that the kefir grains, which by the way, those are not grains, those are actual scobies. They are a symbiotic culture of yeast and bacteria, or to spell it correctly, it'd be symbiotic culture of bacteria and yeast. There's no actual grains in the kefir grains. They're just called grains because of their consistency. So these are ready to set up, and the next video will be showing what you do once your kefir is ready to be separated. The grains separated from the actual milk kefir that's ready to drink. Thank you for tuning in, and we hope to see you next time. Please subscribe on our YouTube channel down there, or you can follow my blog at fer-mental.com.